All right, so that was Recoil. Today is Friday. Marty finally gave me, well, I didn't get it from Marty, I got it from Forrest. Pricing for the new RD, I'm going to be doing a review on those this weekend. So there's a new component set, three-way, called the RD365. And it's basically an RD version of the RPM 365. Again, I think a lot of it just has to do with cosmetics, not really performance. Even though I think the RPM mid-range, the 6.5-inch mid-range, mid-bass, whatever you want to call it, is slightly larger in diameter. So it might be sourced from a different factory, which is always a smart thing to do when in manufacturing or in reselling. You always want to have at least 2, if not 3 factories building product for you in case one of them decides to change prices or one of them decides to, you know, whatever, they have some sort of issue. But okay, so on those, dealer price is going to be $180, and then retail price is going to be whatever's on the website, which I think is like, I don't know if it's $249, maybe $269, whatever it is on the website. Again, that's the RD365. So, and for the dealers, well, I also got pricing on the, there's a couple items missing. Oh yeah, the RCX 410. I got the pricing in on those. Those are really cheap. Again, just text me and then I'll send it to you through text. Marty is still putting it in I don't want to say fancy, but just a nice looking PDF so that you can read it easier instead of just going back with text. But mostly that's just for reference when you're ordering and how quickly it's going to eat up your budget. But shoot, let me merge real quick. Okay, that's what I wanted to talk about was we need helpers come Wednesday. Wednesday we have a container coming in, and most of the it's coming in at 9 a.m. So we do need help. It's because it's just me, Ash, and Brian. But it is nice to have helpers afterwards to put all of it away and also to count it so that we make sure we got everything in the shipment that we're supposed to get. What is it? Warehouse worker starts out at $15 an hour, and that's on a salary, and then you're not supposed to work more than like 30 hours a week and all this kind of stuff. What we're really looking for is someone that's I would say a little more flexible. Meaning, especially if you're into car audio and on the side you like do installs on the weekend or something like that, but you want a regular paycheck and employee pricing on Recoil. That's who we're looking for. Basically, a version of me, but like from 20 years ago. There's so much more money to be made in the sales end of it rather than the hourly, but they do need somebody that is knowledgeable and helpful, easy to get along with, just fucking does what they tell them to do. We prefer former military because those guys have already been broken in and trained, and that's one of the reasons why Steven and Brian really like me to work there. But I'm like, dude, you got to give me more money. Like I can't just do this. And so I end up taking like product in trade, and then the big boss gets he's like, where are you going with all that? I'm like, oh yeah. I'm like, we worked out a trade. So it's just one of those weird things where we just need somebody that's a little more flexible. My guys, when they work daily, we do cash daily, and so that helps them. And even then, it's still tough for me to find someone again that fits all that criteria, which is, you know, knowledgeable about car audio or at least electronics, or just it does what you tell them to do without, you know, totally fucking up. So the girls that I have now, they do a good job with their girls. So, you know, and again, not that girls are bad. It's just sometimes their interpretation, which is, you know, based on their previous experience, life experience, sometimes tends to be something different than what a dude would, you know, go through or experience or kind of figure out. Believe me, when I was a kid helping my dad work on the Lincoln, you know, he asked me one time, he's like, hey, hand me that socket wrench. and I handed him like an open-ended wrench, and he like yelled at me and threw it at me. Which of course is horrible when you're 8 years old, or I think I was even younger than that, probably like 6. But I don't know, a wrench was a wrench to me. And so again, based on my previous experience up to that point, I did not have a lot of experience. So, yeah, anyways, we are looking for someone that can do that. Starting is $15 an hour, but if you can definitely prove yourself, then it goes up. I think they capped mine off at like, I think it's $300 per container. So, and then I end up soaking up most of that, and then like Ash gets like 100, and then I get like 200, because I can do everything on the forklifts and all that other stuff. So, but again, they're near Broadway and 40th Street. It helps if you have your own transportation. If you need a ride, that can be arranged until you get your own. But we prefer somebody that's already stable, even if you would live with your parents or something like that. But anyways, more reviews. Oh, I got to do the strike review. I'm going to do the strike subwoofer review when I get home. So definitely for that, tune in here in the next hour, and we'll get that running for you guys. Thanks for watching.